Love you, but you're scratching me. All right, let's fucking do it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the greatest one-man show in the history of mankind. It's the Dusty Smith Show now with even more floating cats. I guess not more, the same amount though. You got 12. Oh, this one loves me. This one loves me, Miss Misty. Gotta get her daddy love him, Mr. Pretty Boy. Got supposed to be sitting next to me, but I guess, low top of me clawed me. It's just as good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a short show, and this time I mean it. But we're gonna roll through it right quick. Still gonna be fun. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys tonight. Hail to the yeah. As always, super chat me. Little dollar sign down by the chat. No super chat yet, but click on the dollar sign, donate money to me. It's like Cameo, except cheaper. I read every single one of your super chats, so you can immortalize yourself forever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. All the super chats help me and the cats out. I'd appreciate it. Thank you in advance. And yeah, Miss Misty's like, super chat, motherfuckers. Hell yeah. Look how cute I am. Don't you want a super chat? Yeah, you do. Katana, you can come over here. Katana, come over here. Come over here and be on the show. Don't just show like your head. Come over on the... Hey, Mr. Pretty Boy. There you go. I need more stars on my show. Hell yeah. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off, folks. Tonight, gonna start out with some religious bullshit. Let's fucking do it. Religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious goddamn bully bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. Where your mama at? It's time for religious bullshit. Hell yeah. And as always, they raping everybody's kids, yo. Damn it, not that one. Why did it click off, motherfucker? God damn it. And first off, Washington evangelical youth pastor, another youth pastor, shocker, Kendall Kippen, has been sentenced to 14 months in prison for the rape of a child. Solid winner. 27, former youth pastor at Jake's House Church. Church. Okay, dude, I love you, but you got to get your claws in. Seriously. So much love. And the pastor's son, of course, it's always the preacher's kids. They're always the worst. Was found guilty of rape of a child and sentenced to 14 months in prison. Seems short to me, but what you gonna do? And here's some of his Facebook posts. I believe the greatest threat to America is the deterioration of the family unit. Yeah, he's using his family unit real good, isn't he? Until family is restored, we'll be hard-pressed to heal a hurting nation. Maybe pedophilia is also a problem. I want to look into that. And then, can you spot the difference? I can spot the difference between her and a pedophile, if that's what you're asking. But not you. And, okay, you're so loving. I love you back, but you can't get right in my throat. You can't, like, crawl inside of my mouth because that is unhelpful to doing a live podcast. But I do appreciate it. And, ow. If you confuse the notion of sovereignty with the current sovereign, your culture immediately degenerates into a totalitarian state. I guess he would know a little about degeneracy. Always the way. And there's literally nothing in this tweet that is not true. He posted Ben Shapiro. Fan of Ben Shapiro. Who could have seen that coming? But always the fucking way. Ben is out there defending sex with 16-year-olds anyway. So can understand why they'd be huge fans of Benny. Meanwhile, over Tennessee, a pastor arrested on child rape charges. An evangelist who calls the Blackman area home is facing a slew of charges that revolve around the rape of a child. Benjamin Garlick was taken into custody under a sealed indictment that was handed down by the Rutherford County grand jury prior to Garlick's arrest. He led church services in Texas, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama, and Arkansas. But I want to check your children in all those states to see if they've been raped. Just to name a few. He amassed thousands of views on YouTube and Facebook. The 32-year-old child rape suspect is currently behind bars under a $75,000 bond. So, yep. Evangelist guest pastor at a variety of churches arrested on multiple rape of a child charges in Murphy-Burroughs, Tennessee. Not a drag queen once again. Isn't that right, Misty? So loving. He's like, I got a good daddy. I got a good one. He's so good to me. I know, aren't I? Aren't I good to you? Yeah. All right. And then Greg Locke's back, y'all. And I know it's going to be a shock, but he a lying motherfucker. He pretending, just like Trump does, that reality is what he says it is and not what it actually fucking is. So he had a giant, like 8,000 person revival, I guess, in a circus tent. And caused a lot of traffic problems for the local county. They have to hire police officers for overtime and stuff to handle all of the extra people in town while Greg Locke rakes in the fucking dough. Got a lot of shit for us. Of course, he goes and lies his fucking ass off, claims the sheriff complimented him on how there was no problems. Spoiler alert, the sheriff did not in any way compliment him and say there was no problems. Let's take a look. I wish they cared about lying.
Right after the conference, the sheriff called us from Wilson County, and he was very gracious, applauding us for the flawlessness of the parking, the kindness. I mean, there were no problems. I mean, it was, to have that many people here, it was flawless.
Only in reality, here's the sheriff.
But I have to say some things been said about the sheriff's office and me personally on the internet. There was an event down there in Labor Day. There was thousands of people down there. And it was said that I said it was a success. There wasn't no traffic problems, and that is not the case. I know Mountain Jet worked very hard down there. I had up to 15 officers working their holiday weekend because of all the traffic down there. And I can say it was not a success.
Liar, pants on fire, but literally that is his job, so what the fuck do you expect? He'll be greatly rewarded for it anyway. And meanwhile, Greg Locke's Global Vision Bible Church billed $18,000 for police overtime after conference. National Deliverance Training Conference drew approximately 8,000 to Wilson County camps. Mount Juliet bills the church 11,000, Wilson County 7,000. Gotta pay for all those officers. Not too pleased with Mr. Greggy. And then, guess who's back? Back again. Silly Ray Cyrus, back to entertain us all. My favorite human being on earth, and how he, a little bit defensive, folks, kind of like when you call me racist. Little defensive. He's like, I am not a performer. You think this is a show, motherfucker? Hell no, it's not.
Stand up and say there is only one God, and it's not according to my rules and my regulations, and quit doing your big fiery shows in your pulpits on Sunday morning. You accuse me of doing a show. You're the show. You're the one with your head stuck up the butt in the ass of religion.
That sounds sexy.
Come on and be real.
Your patch is about to fall off, Mr. Wig.
It's time that we're real.
You're super real, aren't you?
It's time that we stretch out our rods and hold it out over.
I've been stretching out my rod and holding it out over everybody always, dude.
And show the world that God is God.
Why does God need you to show anybody anything on his behalf?
It's not Mohammed's blood. It's not Buddha's blood. It's not anyone else's blood that you think, and it sure as hell ain't no politician's blood.
Except for Donald Trump.
And I mean that literally. Hell has no blood.
Okay, dude, you're scratching the shit out of me. You have to quit. I know you love me, but put the fucking claws in. God damn. Don't come back over here until you get your claws in.
Stand up and...
Sorry. You hurt me worse than this wig, motherfucker. No, thank you. Let me do my shit, and now that all religious bullshit. One more, and mental illness. That's what Christianity is. Not the brightest, not the best. They got the Halloween decorations out already, even though we're not even in October yet. And Christians not handling it very well. Here's a woman, I guess, trying to exorcise the demons. As crazy as possibly can fucking be. Thinking demons are inside of the Halloween costume. Watch you drive around a little scooter. Nutty! That is my religious bullshit. Hell yeah. A little distracted today, folks. I don't know what happened, but my last show I noticed that my microphone suddenly got about 10 times more sensitive. It's not louder, but it's picking up background noise in ways it didn't do before. I put a noise gate on it. When I stop talking, it cuts completely out. You might have noticed, but any idea why I'd be doing that? Why all of a sudden my microphone would just, out of the blue, become highly sensitive to background noise? No clue. Always something going wrong, some kind of fuckery. What you gonna do? We ain't gonna pull through it. What you gotta say, Dirty Sexy Post? Oh yeah, last episode, I got banned from Twitch. So if you're looking for me on Twitch, I'm not on Twitch anymore. I got a week-long suspension on Twitch, and they also, on YouTube, age-restricted my last show. Not sure why. Now, Twitch apparently cut out when I was showing Marjorie Trader Queen doing revenge porn on the House floor of Congress of Hunter Biden. They cut it out. I don't understand why. It was all censored, the pictures that she showed. So here's the craziness. That you can literally show what's going on the House of Congress, on the floor of Congress, and they'll ban you from Twitch, man. That's the crazy-ass world we're living in now. Can't even show Congress anymore without fucking getting banned. So, anyway, gonna be banned from Twitch for another week. I might just stop even streaming there. Just stream directly to YouTube like I'm doing now. Might be better. We'll see what the fuck happens. So, cool. And move right along, folks. Let's roll with some Beyond Parody, shall we? Beyond Parody! Hells yeah. First off, on tonight's Beyond Parody, if it'll fucking load, somebody hacked Coke Jr.'s Twitter account. Some fucking hero out there. Next thing you know, Coke Jr.'s like, I am sad to announce my father, Donald Trump, has passed away. I'll be running for president in 2024. Hey, I mean, couldn't do any worse of a job, just saying. As bad as Trump is, I would pick Junior over Trump any day. And here's some other tweets whoever hacked his account tweeted out. Fuck Joe Biden, stupid ass N-word. I also fuck your girl, by the way, Logan Paul. Hey, everybody's fuck Logan Paul's girl. That's no big deal. This just in, North Korea is about to get smoked at Aiden Ross. I guess Aiden Ross had a fake Kim Jong-un on a show. You can tell the caliber of people who have done this hack. They are rightoids. Some interesting messages with Jeffrey Epstein. Not what I believe. That was probably real. 12 different pieces of contact information in Jeffrey Epstein's black book for Donald Trump. And Richard Hart is innocent. When I become president, I'm going to burn the SEC. I mean, your daddy probably do it anyway, so he'll be way ahead of you. Meanwhile, what did walking concussion Jake Shields mean by this? He posted an article, YouTube suspends Russel Brand from making money off his channel after rape and sexual assault allegations, to which former UFC fighter Jake Shields says, Russel Brand is charged with rape from over 10 years ago with no physical evidence of whiteness. And he has his new show banned. What happened to innocent until proven guilty? No physical evidence of whiteness? I'm Pretty sure there's lots of physical evidence of Russel Brand's whiteness. That motherfucker white as me. Crack a glow in the dark, he's so white. Now, obviously, he probably meant no physical evidence or witnesses, but no physical evidence of whiteness. Yeah, might not want to get punched in the head for a living, folks. Seems bad. Not doing Jake Shields any goddamn favors. Meanwhile, load, everything's so slow. This is a true story, folks. So I forgot to even look this shit up, but you guys remember Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis's apology video? Remember that shit? Because they wrote a letter for their buddy Hyde.
Backlash today for
Remember
Ashton
that?
Kutcher and Mila Kunis after their video explaining why they wrote letters of support for convicted rapist Danny Masterson. The actors were criticized for calling their former co-star a role model, among other things.
So remember, they put out this incredibly tone-deaf video where they're like, hey, we're sorry we sent in defense letters for a rapist, try to get some time knocked off his sentence. Fuck those women who were raped by Masterson. Why he got to do 30 years, Judge? And so they're like, dudes, this is totally fucking tone deaf. They're like, we apologize if you guys were offended. Just a horrible non-apology. Well, here's the fucking hilarious beyond parody part of this whole thing. Hard to believe this is real, but see this background they're using? This nondescript, I guess kind of poor person looking background, so they can see they're not elitist and out of touch while they make this horrible apology video, this completely tone-deaf bullshit. Well, it turns out they've used that backdrop before in another video they made, this time on the TV show The Boys. Remember that? So The Boys had a scene where a bunch of actors are singing Imagine or something. And it's meant to make fun of another real video that happened on the internet that was roundly panned by everybody and seen as celebrities embarrassing themselves, being cringy. And so in order to make fun of them, in order to make fun of this tone-deaf video, they made a parody video making fun of them using the exact same backdrop that they would then again use on a real-life tone-deaf video.
Please don't go.
If you try,
no hell below us,
above us only sky.
imagine all the people.
Yeah, what the fuck? Same background. You guys really reuse the same goddamn background that you use in a parody video of tone-deaf celebrities? Can't make this fucking shit up. Hilarious. And then, let the community know all this. Elon Musk is reportedly considering the idea of killing himself. This is true. Okay, this one might be fake. I guess the original one was he reportedly considering charging everybody from Twitter, which basically would be killing Twitter X, which they fact check. This is true, and it is true. Let's see if he does it. Hopefully, be the final nail in the coffin of Twitter. I think he's trying to kill the place for once and for all, which is kind of angering that a rich motherfucker could just throw $44 billion to destroy something that was important, something that was useful that he didn't like. Goddamn capitalism. And that. I don't know who put this out. Lou's Cruiseback, I guess, put this out. An anti-Ted Cruz campaign ad pointing out how many times he bragged about his podcast. That's all he fucking talks about is his podcast. Almost like that's his first job. I guess it'll have something to do when he leaves Congress.
Some of y'all know I do every week a podcast.
I do every week a podcast.
I do a podcast every week.
I do a podcast 3 days a week.
I do a podcast. I do
Me
a
too.
podcast. I do a podcast. Last year I launched a podcast. 2 years ago I launched a podcast. 3 years ago I launched a podcast.
I do a podcast, my last podcast, today's podcast on the podcast.
Podcast on my podcast.
Back to Ketanji Brown Jackson's confirmation hearing.
You know, a couple of years ago, I was doing
my weekly podcast.
My podcast, 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 podcast. If you're a grifter, you got to grift.
Yep. Grift growing strong. Marjorie Taylor Greene is falling in his footsteps, making that scratch, talking bullshit. Meanwhile, Lauren Boebert's ex almost throwing himself at her in public, trying so hard to get back in her good graces. Boebert's unfaithful ex wants you to forgive her and her Beetlejuice Growth Fest. He's like, oh, it's all my fault that she poured herself into that tight-ass dress with her boobs hanging out and vaped and gave the dude a hand job and got her boobs all felt up in front of a theater full of children. Representative Lauren Boebert has found an unlikely supporter after she was taken down to town for acting like a total ass during a local stage production of Beetlejuice. Her faithful ex-husband, in a lengthy, groveling statement sent to the Daily Beast on Monday and addressed to the people of Colorado's 3rd District and across the nation, Jason Boebert appeared to suggest his wife's boorish behavior was the byproduct of a painful divorce caused by his infidelity. You didn't make her do that shit. She a grown-ass woman. Why ain't she got no agency? He says, watching the attacks against Lauren, I feel the people should know the truth of our broken marriage and burden she has carried for too long. But that's no excuse. Everybody's got to take responsibility for their actions, right? They don't. As long as you're conservative, they don't give a fuck. But good luck getting back in her good graces, sliding into her DMs. I think you two might just make it. Get back together already. And that is my Beyond Parody. Hell yeah. Beta. Family values candidates always very consistent. Cruz is such a D-bag. He is, but multi-millionaire because that pays. Griftercast, yeah. Learned it from his daddy. Grifters of a feather, don't fall far from the tree. You don't want you to. She might get back with it, wouldn't be surprised. He is the kind of same type of trash that she is. So they can go to the dump together, I guess. Boebert is the only me support, probably, yeah. She's definitely the breadwinner at the moment. Make a lot of money as a congressperson. Go in dead broke, leave hundreds of millions of dollars because they can just buy stock on inside information, get the fuck away with it. Ball Rips and Dusty makes my Monday. Isn't it Wednesday today? I think it's Wednesday. Am I on the crack, or is it Wednesday? I think it's yeah, it's Wednesday, dude. You had me questioning myself. I'm real bad about not knowing what the fucking day. Yeah, Misty is super sweet. They've been in their room all day, so I just let them back in here, and they love this some daddy. They're like, oh my God, I've been away from you for 10 minutes, daddy. I thought I was gonna die. You are my oxygen. Somebody at the last show was like, I know when you're yelling at Katana, you're just joking around, but I don't like it. I'm starting to wonder if the cats are safe with you. Really? You guys are wondering if I'm good to these fucking cats? First off, get fucked. Secondly, what a goddamn joke. Nobody has ever been loved more by their cats than I have. Oh my God. He's clawing the shit out of me, but I could take it because I'm a man. And all right, get your super chats in. One more quick section. The Chud Watch, and then we're going to read every single one of them. I have a feeling it's light tonight. Yeah, it's light tonight. What you going to do? I'm not going to beg too hard tonight. So let's do the Chud Watch. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chuds, and then we make fun of them. Ric Flair. Woo! And first off, on tonight's Chud Watch, it's a cult of stupid. And there's no shortage of them. First off, I guess Trump had another speech. Not even going to show any of it because it's boring as fuck. But the zombies were out in force. Here's one lady who definitely knows what the fuck she's talking about. She's asked, just name one thing, just one thing that Trump did to benefit you. And shockingly, she couldn't name a single goddamn thing. In fact, she named the exact opposite of everything Trump has ever tried to do for her.
Okay. But what is Trump? Under his policies, how did it benefit your life? Are you work? Are you retired? I mean,
no, I'm disabled. I have a broken plate in my back. And it really bummed me because during COVID, I was supposed to get my third surgery and have it fixed. And when the doctor, a very big specialist, went to fix it, he said, "Where's your Medicaid?" I said, "What do you mean, where's my Medicaid?" "Well, they took my Medicaid." So I'm coming up here hoping I can get my surgery done.
Well, it's interesting, right?
Definitely. You're coming up to Trump's rally hoping that he will give you more Medicaid. I mean, oh my God, folks. Literally the exact opposite of what every conservative does. They cut your Medicaid. They make sure you can't have any kind of affordable health care. They destroyed Obamacare. The fuck you talking about? We're so goddamn doomed, folks. They have no clue what is going on, yet they are ruling us by minority. Here's another one from her, folks. Let's see why she supports Trump.
Playing, what message do you have to President Trump right now as he comes to this event?
I want a picture with you, sir. You are just, you know what? God sent him down here.
Definitely.
I promise you. He's working for God.
Yeah.
Really? Why did he lose then?
Big thing in my world.
There's a big picture at play here. Playing what?
Big thing in my world. Yeah, no shit. You literally have no clue what's going on planet Earth. Completely divorced from reality. So yeah, I know you're religious. Goes without fucking saying. Meanwhile, they refuse to answer even the most basic questions. Hey, you're the law and order people. What you gonna do if Trump gets arrested? You still gonna vote for him? And they don't want to say, yeah, obviously I'm still gonna vote for him. So I'm not answering the question. It's impossible. It's completely fucking impossible for Trump to be arrested, for him to get incarcerated, for him to be convicted.
I don't care if he is in a jail cell. I am one of those people that will vote for him no matter what.
How do you feel about the concept of law and order in general?
I agree with law and order. I am 100%.
Do you feel that if he's convicted, though, that wouldn't change your mind?
He won't be convicted.
But if he was.
But he won't.
But if he was.
He won't.
But if he was convicted.
He won't be convicted.
But if he was convicted.
It is impossible.
I don't know, but I'm saying, what if he's found guilty?
He won't be.
But what if he is?
I'm not going to answer that question. Okay. He won't be.
But if a trial takes place and then he's found guilty, like, what if that happens?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay.
I don't.
So brave! Amazingly heroic. I'm not going to answer that question. You already did at the beginning of his whole questioning you. You said, regardless, you're going to vote for him. Then he brought up law and order and you started backpedaling. I'm not even going to answer it now. Because you know it makes you look like a fucking hypocrite, because you are a fucking hypocrite. All of you are. Kind of goes hand in hand with being a maggot. Meanwhile, another bad week for Trump. It's official. Confirming what we've long suspected, a new motion filed by Fani Willis confirms that Lynn Woods has flipped on Trump and the 18 co-defendants in the Trump RICO case and is cooperating with prosecutors. Yep, another Trump lawyer going to be testifying against him. So 100% Trump going to be convicted. Now, may not matter. He might still win the presidency and pardon himself if you can do that. Not supposed to be able to pardon yourself from like state charges. So the Georgia shit might be a fly in the ointment, but who knows? He's never been held accountable for anything before, so he'll probably get away with it in this goddamn trash country with a two-tier justice system where the rich and powerful don't actually have to be held accountable for goddamn shit. But we'll see. Meanwhile, Trump's other lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, also having a bad week. Rudy's lawyer drops him and sues for $1.3 million in unpaid fees. Yeah, Rudy Giuliani's former lawyer filed a lawsuit in New York today seeking $1.36 million. The firm of blah, 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 blah say they represented Rudy in a variety of legal cases from November 2019 to July 2023, including the January 6th investigation. Good. I hope all you sacks of shit go bankrupt. If you guys have not learned by now that Trump and everybody he associates with has no integrity, they have no intention of paying you, you get what you fucking deserve. All you motherfuckers deserve to go bankrupt. Hell yeah, you're never going to get a penny for this guy. So, waste all the money you can suing him. Meanwhile, ex-Trump aide Cassidy Hutchinson claims Rudy Giuliani groped her on January 6th. Man, this dude horny as fuck. Horny old goat. Cassidy Hutchinson, the former Trump aide turned crucial January 6th witness, says in a new book she was groped by Rudy Giuliani, who was like a wolf closing in on its prey on the days of the attack on the Capitol, describing meeting with Giuliani backstage at the Donald Trump speech near the White House before his supporters marched on Congress in an attempt to overturn the 2020 election. Hutchinson says the former New York mayor turned Trump lawyer put his hands under my blazer and then my skirt. I feel his frozen fingers trail up my thigh, she writes. He tilts his chin up. The whites of his eyes look jaundiced. My eyes dart to Trump advisor John Eastman, who flashes a leering grin. I fight against the tension in my muscles and recoil from Rudy's grip. Filled with rage, I storm through the tent on yet another quest for Mark. Mark Meadows, Trump final chief of staff, was Hutchinson's White House boss. Hutchinson's memoir, Enough, describes now 27-year-old's journey from the Trump supporter to disenchantment and her role as a key witness for the House January 6th committee. It will be published in the U.S. Next Tuesday. You guys don't remember who she is? Let me remind you, Cassidy Hutchinson. This lady. Boom! So, Rudy, 40 on Maine, trying to get all up in that. I guess he figures, hey, if you're a celebrity, they just let you do it. Grab him by the pussy. Hey, you guys all supporting Trump when he was talking about doing this. Why wouldn't you support me when I'm doing it? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You might not want to associate with rapists and sexual assaulters and misogynists, but that's just me. You do you, conservative women. And meanwhile, I said on the last show that I thought Russel Brand was going to be rewarded for raping this woman and having sex with a 16-year-old, sexually assaulting her and all that. But there actually does seem to be some ramifications. YouTube halts Russel Brand's channel revenues after sexual assault allegations. Of course, this don't mean anything. They did the same thing to Matt Walsh before. They done the same thing to Candace Owens temporarily. I bet they restore it, though. I bet this is just very temporary till the heat dies down, and then he's right back to making tons of fucking money, millions of dollars on YouTube. Business as usual. We'll see what happens. YouTube definitely can't be fucking trusted. Meanwhile, chud ass Eric Clapton over there raising $2.2 million for RF Kennedy Jr.'s campaign. You don't even go here. Why are these foreigners interfering in our elections and trying to support these assholes? And of course, a chud, a right-wing douchebag like Eric Clapton, supporting RFK Jr., super lefty, leftist RFK Jr. Why does every single person that support RFK Jr. on the right, almost like he's a Manchurian candidate, wolf in sheep's clothing, fake, just being supported so we can help Donald Trump win, siphon some votes off Joe Biden? But actually, at this point, if he runs independent, he's going to hurt Trump worse than he hurts Biden, because I don't know a single person on the left, not fucking one, who supports him. But tons of people on the right do. So do it. Run as an independent. You guys commit political suicide. Let the fucking say it. And meanwhile, not a serious party. Not a serious people. Here's Matt Walsh, who has very reasonable fears about the future and what might happen because of the trans people. Let's have a listen.
Now, I'm also troubled by the prospect that as more women identify as men, our bathrooms will become filled with people who see the bathroom as a social occasion.
Oh, God. No, they won't. What the fuck you talking about? This is so pathetic. This is such a non-goddamn issue, and they have to beat this dead horse day in and day out because this is all they got. But I think people are already starting to lose interest in the whole trans thing. It's just like they did with Satanic Panic when I was a kid. Dungeons and Dragons. They freaked everybody out for a while, but then eventually it faded away because people realized, hey, Satanists aren't actually a big problem in my life. I don't even know any goddamn Satanists. And it's the same thing with the trans people. Most people don't know any fucking trans people. They don't have any daily interaction with trans people. Trans people are no threat to you whatsoever. So as the fear-mongering dies down, they'll have to move to something else, but they're still so desperate, flailing to hold on to that relevancy they got for spreading hate.
Next thing you know, you're going to be at the urinal and some post-op, quote, trans man is going to slide up in right next to you, and which will be the first problem. Because
why the fuck would a trans man slide up next to you, okay? Most trans men don't have like penises, so they wouldn't really be using the urinal next to you. And definitely they wouldn't start a fucking conversation with you. This is not even a thing. This is so goddamn stupid. They have to make up these ridiculous out there scenarios in order to have something to bitch about. Like there's not enough real shit in the world to actually be concerned with.
Because all men know that you never ever use the urinal right next to another guy unless there's no other availables. This is man code, but women don't know about man code because they're not men.
Right.
And then to make matters worse, she's going to try to strike up a conversation like, hey there, fellow dude, what do you think of the tile in this bathroom? It feels a little outdated to me.
How is this real life? How is this success? How can you say stuff this stupid and have people not just immediately turn you off and be like, okay, that's enough for that shit for now. This guy has no respect for me whatsoever. Willing just to say the most ridiculous bullshit with a goddamn straight face. No bearing of reality as fucking usual. Goddamn Gorks. And then, here's how they think of you, folks. Conservatives think of you as beast of burden. Worker bees. You're supposed to spend every waking moment working to make somebody else fucking rich, working your fingers to the bone until you die of a heart attack in your cubicle, barely having spent any time with your family. I dare you want happiness in your life. I dare you want to experience anything other than grueling labor. Case in point, here he is talking about how we handle strikers.
I think Ronald Reagan gave us a great example when federal employees decided they were going to strike. He said, "You strike, you're fired." Simple concept to me.
Yeah, fuck the worker. You strike, you're fired. Get rid of you. Just get back in line. Go crack that whip, motherfuckers.
That we could use that once again, absolutely. The second thing I would do, though, is very important. This is probably not a well-known fact. The first thing, part of the challenge that we have today with President Biden is, and I don't mean this to be disingenuous, I mean this to be sincere. I'm not sure if the words are bought and paid for, but it's certainly he has been leased by the unions. And I say that because the first bill he passed, y'all remember the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package? Yeah. That only had 1% for COVID vaccines? It had $86 billion, I believe, for union pensions.
Oh no! Don't help the worker. Fuck the worker, am I right? I dare he do something good for the working man.
Because they keep making these deals. And as a result of the deal, they promise too much, deliver too little.
Donald Trump literally sent checks with his name on it to everybody. Where you at about that? Meanwhile, Ray Epps, remember Ray Epps? He's the guy that proved the FBI was behind January 6th. He was clearly an FBI agent. Though he wasn't. He was just a dipshit MAGA guy who didn't actually go to the building, so he didn't get in trouble. But they finally slapped him on the wrist a little bit. Pleads guilty. Got like a misdemeanor or something. Not going to do any jail time, but like, you would think this would be further proof he's not actually an FBI agent, but they still using this as further proof to double down. See? He only got a misdemeanor. That proves he's in the FBI. Nope. He's suing everybody. Fox News about to owe millions and millions of more dollars for their lies. Good luck, Ray Epps. About to be rich as shit. And that is my Chud Watch. And folks, I have a patron. If you could become a patron, I would love you. Might suck your dick. You never know. Suck your dick for some patron. And tonight, at the party, here's me with the rooster. Don't know what the fuck's going on back there, but as always, it's freaky as shit. We're going to do the after party tonight, right after this show, available to all patrons and dust buddies, or as I like to call them, dusties. You're all dusties now. I'm a dusty, you're a dusty, he's a dusty, she's a dusty. Wouldn't you like to be a dusty too? Patron, do it to it. And all right, there's a link in the description of the video to it. Click on the link in the description of the video and go become a patron, please. Hit the like button, fuckos, you know you want to. And Karma Houdini, do you still have an email where someone can get in touch with you? Yes, cultofdusty2@gmail.com. Cultofdusty2@gmail.com. I don't have a Facebook or Twitter. Stay awesome. Will do. Thank you, Karma. Brian Paul, $2 to the Dustmaster and his feline minions. Hopefully, Miss Katana doesn't pee on things tonight. Hopefully, I got my eye on you, Katana. Got my eye on you. She's been good so far. Thank you, Brian. Cubit Lover. Hey, Dusty, $5 for coffee on another stream if I can make it. If not, I will catch the replay. Hell yeah, hopefully it doesn't get banned before you get a chance to watch it. They do that. And Mitchell Guide, socialist hero Mitchell Guide, giving 5 free Dust Buddy memberships to you Dusties out there. Better see you Dusties at tonight's after party. And thank Mitchell Guide, the fucking hero he is. $5 for Cole Fifi. Thank you, that one stuff. You rock. For the cats, thank you, Sheila Ross. Appreciate you. Eon Hinch, $2. Misty Cat is in the mood for love. I know, right? Love hurts. Got fucking claw marks all over me now. Scratch the shit out of me, but I can take it because I'm manly as fuck. R. Tunisia, what up, R? Hope you're feeling a little better tonight. Good to see you. This is for Misty, a.k.a. Stage 5 Klinger. She is, right? Just let her do it. Why not? She's being adorable. I'm also trying to be positive tonight. It's been going okay. Keep your spirits up. I was feeling a little bit down today, but hanging out with you guys always makes it better. So thank you, R. And Roses, what's up, Roses? $15. Didn't say anything, but you don't have to. Your roses are sweet as fuck. Sheila Ross, a shout out to my cat Xander, Phil, and Boots. I love them. Give them scritches from me, Sheila. Unfriendly Atheist, what up, UA? Religion causes slow brain dation. Yeah, it definitely causes you to behave in ways that are cringy and not very beneficial to your life. The Pharaoh send their regards. What up to the Pharaoh, Swagger Cat? Once again, scritches from me. And BBC coming in hard and strong like you would expect BBC to do. Sorry I'm late. Hey, no forgiveness. Here is some free wisdom, though. Stop crossing oceans for people who step over a puddle for you. Like alchemy and magic, love and respect require an equivalent exchange. Love you all. Feed the kiddies. Great advice, Big Black Corvette. Everybody give BBC some love because he deserves it. Big Black Corvette. And welcome to Dust Buddies, Hollis Morgan. Hey, you guys can become Dust Buddies for $2.99 a month and get a Trans Right Power Badge, get customized emojis to spam the chat with, and also support the greatest show in the history of mankind. All the things, so do it. Become a Dusty today. And more for BBC. 10. Count them 10. Free Dusty memberships for you Dusties out there. Welcome to the Dusties. Better see you at the after party tonight and give Big Black Corvette all of your love. Justin Jones at $4.99. Tim Scott is an Oreo cookie, black on the outside, white on the inside. Yep. Token's gonna token. You know that. Maximus, 1975. Kitty Commando. Hell yeah, you know it. Floating kitties for the win. And Jason Ashby. What up, Jason Ashby? Reverend Buddy says hello. Hello to Reverend Buddy. And to you too, Jason Ashby. And thank you, everybody. More Super Chats, please. We're going to all the rest of them at the end of the show. So still plenty of time to get your Super Chats into the World Greatest Show. But for now, it's time for some Trash World, y'all. The Trash World! The Trash World! It's a dumpster fire. It's so hellish. Trash World! The Trash World! Everything sucks. All the time. Trash World. First off, on the Trash World, shitheads just got to show their fucking ass for no reason. Another doughy white guy can't stand that a brown person living in his country want to spread his hatred towards you, make your life as miserable as his fucking life is. Life didn't go the way he hoped it would, so he got to lash out at everybody else. So he saw a street vendor, an immigrant selling fruit at a fruit stand near, I guess, his house. Wasn't even that close to it. So he has to pull over and destroy all the guy's fruit, all the guy's work, just to make his life fucking worse. Antioch, Tennessee. David Johnson. There he goes. Super cool. You fucking loser. Yeah. You showed them, you fucking loser, didn't you? Bad life decisions.
Yeah, one moment. Let's go, man. Hey, no problem.
You are such a fucking pathetic loser, dude.
Yeah, come on.
Every fiber of your being is a loser. Every pore.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Hey, let me show you something else.
Yeah, hey, no touch. No touch.
Do you see the sign?
Yeah,
Do you
no
see the
touch.
sign?
No touch.
It's get out.
Yeah, no touch.
Llama a la policía.
Yeah,
no touch. David Johnson.
Llama a la policía.
Llámala tú.
Es una mierda.
Scary. This guy could just kill you for no fucking reason. They are so angry all the time. I don't know why this video is 3 minutes. They interview the guy. Why you guys interview him with the potato? Get a better microphone. Anyway, he got arrested. Yep. Put that dude under the jail. Apparently he did $3,000 worth of damage. Seems like a lot. So felony for you. And yep, David Johnson goes bananas on a fruit stand, destroys man. Way of making a living. Estimated to be $3,000 due to the felony amount of vandalism. Johnson was taken to custody and transported to booking. So, bad life decisions, you fucking loser. Enjoy prison. Meanwhile, the maggots still find a way to defend this guy. It's obvious that guy's a fucking asshole. Obvious he's in the wrong here, but still find a way to defend him. Somebody says, meet David Johnson. He is a 48-year-old man from Nashville, Tennessee. On Monday, he apparently didn't like the fact that a man of Honduran descent was running a fruit stand in his neighborhood. So he approached the man and completely destroyed the fruit stand. And Raw Egg Nationalist Maggot says, why are people like this? ? Why do they react so hatefully instead of just passively watching their beloved local neighborhoods turn into a third world open air markets? Oh my God. They're destroying my country by selling fruit. Can't have that. Think of the children, you fucking losers. Always got to find something to be upset about. And literally can defend anything, folks. And also, Watermelon Head, Jake Uber. I want to call him Sink so bad. Why are you doing this, Jake? So he deciding to go with the right-wing talking point that the only reason that they're attacking Russel Brand is because Russel Brand is now a conservative darling. Let's have a look here.
Well, he did all this stuff when he was a megastar, and as he pointed out, part of basically what is, in essence, mainstream media, right? So why?
He's still part of mainstream media on YouTube, and doesn't make any sense.
When they investigated him back then. So one of the things that I looked at was,
okay, why didn't they investigate it back then? Who? Do you think all of media, all journalists are in some kind of cahoots together, and they're all like, guys, let's not investigate Russell Crowe because he's part of the mainstream media now? No, probably what happened is whoever these two journalists who decided to finally get around to investigating him just had the idea one day. They didn't have the idea a long time ago. They just said, hey, Russell Brand is very popular now, and there's rumors that he's a sex pest. Let's go ahead and investigate. Maybe we can sell some papers with it. Doesn't have to be any goddamn conspiracy behind it that they're just now getting around to doing it.
How did this whole thing start? And they explain in one of the stories, they say, reporters have been looking into him aggressively. Okay, I mean, I'd like to know more details. If the women came up to the reporters and said, I need this investigated, then yes, they should definitely do that, and they should be as aggressive as possible, et cetera. Okay. But if they went looking for women, that doesn't mean he didn't do it, right?
Right, who gives a shit?
But why didn't they go looking for women when he was a star on mainstream media?
Who is they? You mean these two reporters? Who knows? Maybe they were in fucking middle school. Maybe they had other shit going on in their life. Maybe they didn't think of it until now. The fuck does that matter? What are you talking about, Jink?
But he was actually doing these things. So
I think it's a moot point, honestly.
Honestly, it's a moot point. Yeah, I call him Russell Crowe. Russell Brand. I don't know why I want to say Russell Crowe all the time. Russell Crowe is actually okay. Russell Brand, not so much. And fuck off, Jake. Why are you spreading that right-wing bullshit? Meanwhile, in this trash world, here's an adult bullying a high school girl for no fucking reason over at Libs of TikTok, whose entire goal is to spread hatred, fear, and violence towards trans people and gay people. Says, one of these people is a male with an Adam's apple. And one homecoming queen in NKC schools. And 4 others are young girls who had their dreams crushed by a man. Can you guess which one is male? Yeah, look how crushed they are. I dare high school kids vote for whoever the fuck they want to. Good for you, heroes. Obviously, she's very popular amongst her peers. If that's who they want to vote for, fuck off about it. But yeah. A male beat all the girls and was crowned homecoming queen in a Missouri school this weekend. I guess trans women have an unfair advantage for prom queen. Yeah, you know how popular being trans makes you. How are the other girls even going to compete? We spoke with two parents who were disgusted that the district is affirming the delusions of kids and confusing them further. Yeah, we hate democracy, even when high school kids do it. Fuck them high school kids choosing what they want for themselves. They shouldn't be allowed to, say conservatives. Full story here. Yeah, tackling the real important issues over there in Chudville. And last but not least on the trash world. You guys see this one? Apparently a guy was killed at a recent Patriots game. So stupid. Why do you guys get so angry at these games? You're not on the field. You're not actually part of the team. It's just fucking pathetic. Anyway, somebody punched him and he died.
At Gillette Stadium.
We heard a commotion, which happens in stadiums all the time.
It was not the action on the field, but rather in the stands that had people on their feet.
We looked up and we just saw a bunch of people standing around in an area, and there were, a lot of the people that were standing around were filming with their phones.
Cell phone footage obtained by NBC 10 shows Patriots and Miami Dolphin fans going toe-to-toe at Sunday night's game. You can see them wrestling amongst each other, and at one point, a Dolphin fan is caught throwing a punch at a man wearing a Pats jersey. Witnesses tell NBC 10 the Pats fan, identified as 53-year-old Dale Mooney of Newmarket, New Hampshire, went unconscious. He was rushed to the hospital after officials say he suffered a medical episode and died shortly after.
No sport is worth, getting physical with anybody.
It happened in the 308 section of the stadium. Keith Noonan was in section 309 with his son.
Security rushed up. There was a police officer that rushed up as well. It looked like they brought a defibrillator, and they got the paddles out.
More than half a dozen officers.
I think the guy mostly had a heart attack. I don't think it was hit hard enough to kill him. I think they said there was no real blunt trauma, so he just got so excited, his heart exploded in his chest. And happens sometimes when you're like areas, you're not in the best shape. He was kind of a heavier, older white guy, so might want to calm the fuck down out there, white people. Bad for your health, you'll live longer. And that is my Beyond Parody. Hell yeah, what we gotta say? DSPs, my Dusties, where my Dusties at? And hey, pretty boy, yeah, look at me. Go sports ball, yeah, go sports ball. It's your birthday. Gonna kill you with a punch to the face. Sports do suck. They are boring, but some people like that. So if you like it, hey, I'm glad that exists for you. Jeff loves it. I'm glad that exists for Jeff. Jeff deserves to be happy. Love you, Jeff. But that shit definitely fucking boring. Why I'm a lifelong tennis fan. Also boring, but hey, if you enjoy it, that's all good. I'm glad it exists for you. No cardio. Yep. Might want to do some, bench press or something. Get that heart rate up. Calm down, white folks. Yep. Just saying. Things bad. Dusty as fuck. Yeah, I am. I got the hair to match. I'm going to grow my white beard back out. I'll bring the white back, y'all. The black is fine, but I kind of miss the white beard. It makes me look older, but sexier in a way, like a vampire. So white's coming back. It's going to take a while, though. It's got to grow out. I thought I'd grow out faster than this. It's actually growing out a lot slower than I thought it was going to. I'm kind of sad about that a little bit, but it's fine. And all right, moving right along, folks. Get your super chats in. We got to do the what the fuck? WT fuck. And first off, on WT fuck, here's a video that's probably new or not. Dusty don't care. Anyway, these are girls talking mad shit, drunk in the car in a parking lot. Let's see how that goes for them.
Get the fuck out the car, bitch!
Yeah, ow, yeah, that seems bad. Let's look at that again. Get the fuck out of your face, bitch. Okay, and then, holy God! Yeah, that was a hard wreck. You hit that, didn't even say it. Might not want to drive drunk, ladies. And then, in this ridiculous fucking world, what the fuck? So apparently, There's a technique used by lifeguards called the Ellis scanning technique, which is where it's kind of robotic, where they kind of very meticulously scan every section of the pool to make sure they're not missing anything and nobody is fucking dying. Or, if you're a moonbat, they robots, y'all! I have discovered cyborgs and robots among us!
See through the matrix. Look at this. Look at this. She heard me. She said something. Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? Okay, no, you are not real. No, ma'am, you are not real. You are not real, ma'am. You are the Matrix. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. But we see it for what the fuck it is. Y'all see this shit?
I see it.
Share, fucking share.
I'm sharing it.
Share, fucking share.
You believe in life after love? Share.
Cause see, now she's finna call security on me. She's finna call to try to get security, get security, get me up out of here. Because I see this shit for what it is. You will learn to listen to your sister. You will learn to listen to me. You will learn to listen to me, God damn it.
We need to listen more to you.
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
We hear you.
You will learn to listen to me. You will learn to see this shit for what the fuck it is. Now
Moonbats! It's the Matrix, y'all! So scary. Finally! Somebody better listen to that, lady. And one more. Did you guys hear that Jack Dorsey deleted his Blue Sky account? You know, Blue Sky, which is the big competitor to Twitter, supposed to come along and actually destroy Twitter. Developed by Jack Dorsey. So I guess he's finally deleted his own Blue Sky account. I don't know if that means he's left Blue Sky altogether. Apparently he just took a job as the head of a company that takes payments online. So there's a rumor that maybe he's going to team up with Elon Musk again, and they're going to turn X/Twitter into some kind of payment portal, and maybe he's no longer going to be a part of Blue Sky again. I have no idea. I'm going to be using Threads as soon as Threads gets the features that I need. They finally got a website, but now they need where you can search your likes, because that's how I organize the show. And they need like a bookmarks feature, but they're working it out. Come on, Zuckerberg. Waiting on you. And that's my what the fuck. You guys scared of the Matrix woman? Matrix Karen, yeah. Better listen. The face of stupid. Definitely not the brightest and the best among us. Wanda Sykes popping off does sound like Wanda Sykes. Love me some Wanda Sykes. Her job is saving lives. Yeah, she's doing what she do. She's scanning, making sure no little kids die. Quit distracting her. Yeah, Diamond, wear silk. Calling Agent Smith. Hello, Mr. Anderson. Entertaining. It is pretty entertaining. I'll give you that. That's what we do. And now we're along, folks. What are we doing next? Yes, guess what it is? It's Karen Too Much. I got two quick Karens. Let's have a look. It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause bitch, you're caring too much. Dingleberry. And first off, I almost hate to show this, folks, because now Karens are getting kicked off planes on purpose for clout. They've seen how popular the blonde girl who was like, that motherfucker's not real, you're all gonna die, how popular her video got. They've seen how popular you get when you act a fool on a goddamn plane. So now they're like, hey, all attention is good. There's no bad publicity, so I'm gonna get kicked off on purpose, show my ass, and become even more famous. And it's working, because I am covering it right now. I am part of the problem. Anyway, let's look.
Call me again. Call me again. Yeah, you guys did nothing wrong. I said shut up. No, you shut the up. You shut the up and you're you shut the film me. I'm Instagram famous, you bum. Shut the up.
I'm in 100% wearing that outfit to be filmed, getting thrown off on purpose. I'm Instagram famous. That's what it's all about. I mean, nice body, I guess, but trash. Gonna make $1 million on this, folks. It's already gone viral. I'm sure she has an OnlyFans, but do what you gotta do, I guess. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And then a real quick one. Karen at Dunkin' Donuts picks a fight with a teenage kid next to her. And man, she is so lucky this dude has no clue how to fight. If he knew how to throw proper punches, she'd have got knocked the fuck out, but he is a pathetic wuss. Let's have a look.
I know you're being an asshole. Sorry. But I would like you to leave it.
Don't you ever tell me. Oh my God.
Oh my God, dude. No idea how to throw punches. Missed. Look at these whiffs. She hurt you more than you hurt her.
I know you're being an asshole. Sorry. But I would like you to leave it.
Don't you ever tell me. Oh my God.
I'm a minor. I'm a minor. You just assaulted a minor, lady. You just assaulted a minor and I defended myself.
Stop. No.
I think you overacted a little bit. Now she's gonna cry. He didn't even hit you. He barely even touched you, lady. You did smack him first a little bit. Don't cry about it, Karen. Just get your Dunkins and go about your fucking life. What do we learn? And that is my Karen section. Hells yeah. And one more section, folks, and we getting out of here. We only had an hour's worth of content tonight. Hour and 10 minutes, maybe. So last chance to get your super chats before we head on to the after party. And we got to do it big, like we do with some heroes. Sing along if you know the words.
We could be heroes just for one day.
Hell yeah, today's the day. A big shout out to everybody who came out to combat the hate. They had a 1 million man anti-LGBTQ march over on Parliament Hill that almost nobody showed up to except for counter protesters to show these assholes they're outnumbered and they know it. Here they are telling you themselves.
And we got to start getting ready and figure out how we're going to get out of here for our march. We march at 11. There is a massive counter-protest now in front of us. Police have allowed the counter-protesters to take over the entire street in front of Parliament and basically corralled us in.
Good! Learn to love it. And another video from the same one where they're chasing a bigot away. Dude drank too much haterade, but he's out there pretty much alone, surrounded by counter-protesters. This is what should happen to all of them. Make them social pariahs. Make them know they're not wanted. Get all up in their ass and let them know you was there. Of LGBTQ counter-protesters turned up at an anti-trans rally in Toronto and outnumbered the original protesters, leading many, like this man, to leave the scene. Run away, Doty bitch! Love is stronger than your hate. Drown them out. Goodbye. Fuck you. And then on the heroes, big shout out to Taylor Swift, who caused a stampede to a voter registration site. Taylor Swift managed to drive a record-breaking number to voter registration website vote.org after urging her 232 million followers on Instagram to take action. On Tuesday, 19th of September, hours after the pop star 32 called on her fan base to register to vote in honor of National Voter Registration Day, Voter.org's communication director Nick Amaro announced that our site was averaging 13,000 users every 30 minutes. Earlier that day, the anti-hero singer had posted to her story asking followers, "Are you registered to vote yet? I've heard you raise your voices, and I know how powerful they are. Make sure you're ready to use them in our election this year." Hell yeah, a whole bunch of kids are going to turn 18 before the next presidential election. Thank you, Taylor Swift, for using your platform to inspire kids to get registered. Hopefully between kids and women voters, Trump won't have a shot. We'll see what the fuck happens, but if we beat him, it'll be because of heroes like Taylor Swift. Love you, Queen. And meanwhile, know who else I love? Fetterman, because Fetterman is the better man. He taken all the maggots to task. Fox News is like, dressed to impress? ? People are furious after Senate dropped its dress code requirement, and they're saying there is only one lawmaker to blame. Why is the bar being lowered? To which Fetterman replies, "I figure if I take up vaping and grabbing the hog during a live musical, they'll make me a folk hero." Love it. Get their asses, Fetterman. Yeah. Maybe you need to grab your dick more in a theater full of crowded kids, take your wife and grope her. Maybe then you will meet their requirements. He's been hammering them, though, folks. And he's doing it in the best way possible by pointing out their hypocrisy. So if they quote him, what he said, then all it's doing is advertising that they're double standard to not holding people like Boebert to the same accountability that they want to hold him to because he wants to be casual and comfortable. Hey, what's up? And then on the heroes. Oh, yeah. So people are asking, why doesn't he sound the same way that he did right after he had his stroke during the election? Why does he sound so different now? Why does he sound so much happier? And I do admit he does sound a lot better than he did.
How things have operated.
Yeah, like I truly, I was very proud of my colleagues, because they're really about governance. That's what it is. And on the other, the House, the whatever they call themselves, Team America or whatever they call themselves, I just like bring your vote. Otherwise, they need to go hump a different leg.
Get him, Fetterman. But yeah, it sounds completely different. It's almost like he had a stroke that was making him not speak as well. And now he is way better than he was. And also he was depressed and shit and we got treatment. But no proof that he has been switched by a clone or something. Definitely looks and sounds happier and healthier. You go, Fetterman. And then Pete Buttigieg out there laying down the law. It's hard to believe so many of our representatives are this stupid. Makes you feel doomed that they can deny reality. Deny scientific fact, but here he is trying to educate them on global warming.
I don't know the percentage of atmospheric gases.
You don't know the percent of the atmosphere.
What I can tell you is that climate change is real. We got to do something about it.
Yeah, this one's
called... I'm laughing. Yeah. God damn it. So depressing.
Climate change is real. We got to do something about it.
Yeah, this one's called autumn, sir. So
I'm sorry?
This one's called autumn right now, so yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't make out what you said.
He's like baiting him. Say it over and over again. Say it one more time. Say that stupid bullshit again.
Climate change right now is called autumn, yes.
Yeah, that's the seasons changing, which respectively is not the same thing as the climate changing. And as somebody who is hoping to retire in the 2050s and who has kids who will be old enough to ask me as they're getting to their 30s, whether we did enough to deal with climate change or whether we just did what was convenient, I take that really seriously.
Reclaiming my time. Thank you, Mrs. Secretary. The trillions and trillions we're going to cost our kids to chase a tiny percentage of CO2 will bankrupt all of us, and bankrupt our economy, and ship it to China for all the other reasons. So I yield back, Mr.
The gentleman's time has expired. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from California, Mr. Huffman.
Mr. Secretary, it's good to see you. You can see that I serve here in Congress with some of the greatest minds of the 19th century. Thank you.
Ooh, burn! Love that. Slap them down, you fucking heroes. And then I can't believe it, folks, But Meggie and Kelly made the heroes list. Now, obviously, she's still a fucking villain. Obviously, I don't like her. But I will give credit where credit's due. In a week where every single one of the right-wing influencers is defending Russel Brand, they don't give a shit that he sexually assaulted a 16-year-old, raped a woman. She seems to be the only one who has the integrity to call them out for it.
I don't really care if it turns out that the rape charge or the sexual assault charges fall apart. You're 31 years old and you have sex allegedly over a 3-month period with a 16-year-old. We're done. I'm unsubscribing, all right? And I am sick of conservatives online trying to defend that as though she had a role in it. She was a minor. Just because you can't be prosecuted for it doesn't mean it's right. The conservative men I know are lovely. They're ethical. They're honorable. It's not to say they've never fallen down in their lives, but in no world would they be taking advantage of a 16-year-old minor. I have a daughter who's 4 years away from that. You come anywhere near her as a 31-year-old man, and we are going to have a serious problem. And it's not going to be over whether you get demonetized on YouTube.
Yes.
I really hope my friends on the conservative side of the aisle would remember, just because we're all over Me Too, and it was an overreaction, and it went too far, and it got politicized, doesn't mean that we have to knee-jerk defend every scumbag who gets accused of bad behavior.
Tell him, girl, I appreciate it. I'm still going to shit on you tomorrow, but today you're on the heroes. And what's up, Justin Oaks? Good to see you, man. What artist did you see? I saw you say that in chat, and let me know. Moving right along. Gotta see Miss Piper here. You see little Miss Piper? She hiding by. There she is, little kitty. Little kitty making an appearance on the world's greatest show. Isn't she pretty? They're getting so big. These are the ones I rescued when Eve was in town. They were in the back of an abandoned 18-wheeler truck bed. So pretty, Miss Piper. And then on the heroes, a big shout out to this badass little dude. Gonna make an awesome man one day, showing what masculinity's all about. Apparently he was like, Mom, can I eat this apple? No, it's an onion. It's an apple, Mom. No, it's an onion. It's an apple! Exclamation point. Okay, if you insist, eat it. So he'd rather die, cry eating the onion than admit he was wrong. The man shit going on right here, y'all. Oh, he's so cute. He's like, nope, can't stop. Best apple ever, Mom. I was right. This is a delicious apple. Yeah. Oh, think you cry a little bit? Yeah, this apple is a little tart. Keep it up. Ooh, delicious. So stinking cute. Oh my God. Don't let that kid eat any more onion. Now you got me believing it's an apple. He's doing such a good job. Even I'm convinced now. Hell yeah. That was cute. And one more, folks, on the heroes. And we got to finish out with a true superhero. Apparently, this single dad turned up in a dress to his daughter's school for the Mother's Day event because he didn't want his daughter to miss out on anything or feel alone. It's some selfless shit right there. Don't care if it makes you look silly or stupid. You just want your kid to feel loved, to feel like you're there for them, whatever it takes. Makes you just feel good deep down in your bones. So thank you, dude, for showing what real masculinity is, what real fatherhood is, for being a great example. You go, King. And that is my heroes list. Hell yeah. Let's read some super chats. Finish this off. If you bail out, please hit the like button before you go. It's the least you can do. Dusty covered in kitty Velcro. I know, right? I get all the pussy. Thank you, Brian. Sheila Ross, 99. Shout out to my dogs, Lolly and Rosie. Shout out. Lolly and Rosie, scratches for all of them. And $27 from Michael Rice. Very generous. Don't make have Jovich visit you. Who is Jovic? I know who, let's see, who is Jovic? Oh, Novak Jovic, tennis player. All right, we talking about tennis and how boring it was. I gotcha. Novak. I will not make him visit me. He would whoop my ass. And thank you, Michael Reich. And everybody, what up to you? Kitty Commando. That's right, Maximus. I sure am. And all right, that is all my super chats. Appreciate everybody super chatting me tonight. Thank you for your generosity. I like pickled garlic. Yuck. That sounds awful. Matt Damon. I heard that. Party on. And heroes. We're American heroes. And Big Black Corvette. Right in at the buzzer to give 5 of you lucky Dusties a free membership to the Dust Buddies. Better see you Dusties tonight. Starting right now on the after party. We got some cool stuff to cover. Slow news week, all kinds of shit. Not going to miss it. And it's available to every one of my patrons. Link in the description of this video to my Patreon. Please sign up. Please help me if you can. I definitely would appreciate it. And all right, we're going to get out of here, folks. Hell yeah. Going to go do the after party. The rest of you, I will see you on Friday. Day after tomorrow, another episode of the world's greatest show coming at you. So please make plans to tune in. Please hit the like button before you go. Please leave comments if you're watching on a replay. Very important you leave comments, like the video, and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so it tells you when I get new videos. But most importantly, tell everybody about the show. If you're watching somebody else's podcast, in the chat, type, hey, have you guys seen Dusty Show? It's like this, except for better. I don't put words in your mouth, but something along those lines would be good. Love the shit out of you guys. I will see you later. And until next time, Logic, fuck yes. And all right, let's play Talking Points, an original song by Dusty Smith. Good night, y'all.
Peace for our children. Understand my part. So listen up.
Don't you know it's time to be free? Won't you lend a hand? Won't you show the world your outrage? Won't you take a stand?
Just can't face this. Everyone seems so blind. I call them all racist because you just can't face this. Every child's been left behind. All the rights are treaded on. All the rights can soon be gone. Civil rights just don't belong. Treated like some political pause. Don't pretend that it is all fine because you made up on the unemployed line. Why your job gets reassigned to some Malaysian kid who's just pushing 9. I'm a man of many talents. So let me break it down off fair and balance. I'll hop on the roof right off the joint because I'm busting it out my talking points.
First they plan and then they lied about the WMDs. Then they drop off your dads and moms and many more Iraqis. Then they vacationed as the nation's children went off to war. How many more of our kids must die for a barrel of oil? 100 billion spent to kill them. Meanwhile millions are still left here jobless while they rob our lost civil rights as well. It's time to move on and improve on the red, white, and the blue. I'll keep it 50. Are you with me? These talking points are true. It's not too late. It's not too late. When it's time to judge my soul, when it's time to pay that toll, I know that at least I was going to slip for peace. I know that on that day, when I finally had my say, the world will hear me. Cause I'm gonna shout it, gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a change. Gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a change. First they plan and then they lied about the WMDs. Then they drop off your dads and moms and many more Iraqis. Then they vacationed as the nation's children went off to war. How many more of our kids must die for a barrel of oil? 100 billion spent to kill them. Meanwhile millions are still left here jobless while they rob our lost civil rights as well. It's time to move on and improve on the red, white, and the blue. I'll keep it 50. Are you with me? These talking points are true.
Spin the words like a top. I call them a lie cause it just never ties. Spewing their propaganda and I stop. Every day it's a simple song. We're the right and you're the wrong, but never fear, we will fight on. We'll keep speaking truth until you're gone. In the end, one thing is true, we're the ones looking out for you. I hope we'll the roof right off the joint cause I'm busting out my talking point.
it's time to judge my soul, when it's time to pay that toll, I know that at least there was one who stood for peace. And I know that on that day, when I finally have my say, the world will hear me. Cause I'm gonna shout it, gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a change. Gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a change. Gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a change. Gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a change.
Switch over now. Don't play the goddamn song again. We're switching over now.